explaining to you guys the competitor analysis part of your pre-WNC transition tool. So, as you guys all know, it is really important to compare yourselves to your competitors, not just for how can we be like them, but also for what do they offer our customers that is valuable to those customers, and how can we find value in our products to our customers. And that's really what we're going to be comparing here, is what features do they offer and what do we have, and just kind of putting ourselves next to them and understanding where do we fit in and where do we position ourselves against our competitors. So first here, I'm just going to be going through an example of a study abroad program that I'm familiar with. So the first thing you guys need to do is, for ISEC United States, first pick the product that you're comparing. So are you doing GV or GE? Or GT. So first for GV, you would want to put duration as 6 weeks, and then the price you want to put $550, and the value proposition is that you are doing some sort of social impact / like SDGs work. And the other half of that is that the customer is getting leadership development. So you all know, like, the value propositions. If you need help with that, just check the value propositions on the AI page. Again, how customers perceive it. This one I can't really fill in for you guys. You guys have to consider for yourselves. How do customers perceive your product on your campus? What I have known from other campuses, people perceive it as the long-term option, in that it's a good price for how long. We can go with that one. There's other ways that people perceive this, but this is just an example. And then here you're also going to be putting competes against which product. So this one here for ISEC United States, this is like, you don't need to fill it out because it would be competing against yourself. You're not doing that. So then next thing you need to do is you need to pick the features that you think matter most to your customers. So if you know that price always comes up, that can be in here. If you know that the length of the project always comes up, or the timing in the summer always comes up, put it in there. So let's do one that's like start dates. And we can put this one as summer option, and then we could do start dates as winter. That can be an option. Other features that you could do is maybe like I can travel with my friends. One could be, a feature could be like I can go to Latin America. That could be a feature, and so on. So basically the importance of this is that you're comparing features that your customers find important and figuring out which your competitors actually offer those. And then next you'll be marking, like, is it more expensive than ISEC? The feature comparison will auto-calculate, and then you're going to be doing what's called an impact rating. So first, let's start with our first competitor. We're going to do a study abroad. And this program is going to be to Spain. That seems to be typical for a lot of campuses. So first one, this duration is 4 months. It's a whole semester. Amazing. And the cost of this one, if we just want to talk maybe program fee outside of their tuition, if that's what you want to choose, you can also do your prices including the entirety of the cost of it. So if you wanted to change our price from $550 to something else, but because I put the program fee, I'm going to put the program fee for the university program, and that is around $3,500. So that's going to happen there. And then the value proposition of this one is that it is simply just study abroad, and that this is like studying in another country. And then I'm going to be putting here, how do customers perceive this? Everyone does it. You know, it's amazing. It changes your life. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of about study abroad. Those of you who study abroad probably know it's awesome. But against our product, we don't know if it's a competitor or not yet. And then it, for us, mostly competes against maybe like our GVs, just because it's like a long-term option. Or even if you think it doesn't compete against a GV, you could put maybe it competes against a GE because it's kind of like a learning experience, etc. Pick which product you think it goes against the most. And then the start dates, it does not have start dates in summer, so I'm not going to check it. It does have start dates in winter. I can travel with my friends because they can study abroad with me. It doesn't go to Latin America. Is it more expensive than ISEC? Yes. And so the feature comparison is 60% of what ISEC offers. And impact rating, like, do I think people, when they're deciding to go abroad, do they really choose between going abroad for 4 months and 6 weeks? Do they really compare? And I'd say probably not as much, so I'm going to go ahead and put like a 2, because they do think about it, and the threat score for this one is a 1.2. And then you guys go through and you do all of your competitors. And what it's going to tell you is, as you go through and you're checking off things here, and this one's got like almost all the features of ISEC or whatever, and you think it's a pretty good threat, it's going to put this one's your biggest threat. And that's the competitor you need to watch out for. This is the competitor that probably will come up the most with your customers, and that's the one that you need to figure out how can you position yourself against it. Not how can we be like them, how can we be better than them, it's how can you position yourselves. So the same way that, like, honestly, fast food is always the example I give, the same way that McDonald's compares itself to Wendy's, is that they're not sitting here saying, I'm better than the other. They're positioning themselves differently. So one's saying that I'm faster, one's saying that I'm fresher, one's saying that I'm X or Y, and that's exactly what we need to do with our products as well, is that it's not that we're like doing the exact same thing abroad better, we're offering something different that is more important to the customer. So that's why it's important to do competitor analysis. If you have questions, always reach out to me, and that's that.